wanted another shot, and obviously, Crawford, being the gentleman that he is and the businessman that he is, he said, okay, whether it was exactly the terms of the rematch clause or not, he was certainly willing to do it. But then, there's some eye surgery, there's a recovery there, and there's a reality that it's not fair to keep Crawford waiting forever to do that. So I think it was, they put their heads together, tried to make it come together. Other factors came in, including the eye surgery, including some medical, things. And they each, decided, look, let's not hold each other up over this. So I think it was not, again, one of those, it's like, this guy was scared of that. No, it's none of that. It was, it just couldn't come together as quickly as possible. We're not sure when we're going to see Errol back. And in the meantime, it makes sense for...
What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, this just proves that Errol Spence and Terrence Bud Crawford are real ones. They are real ones. So, now you heard Stephen Espinosa. He stated that Errol Spence suffered some setbacks, essentially. Some other medical issues came up after Errol Spence had the eye surgery, and then you have the recovery period, and then he said some other medical issues have popped up, and we don't know when you're going to see Errol Spence back in the ring, right? Errol Spence has had bad luck in his career since he unified the belt against Showtime Shawn Porter and suffered that horrific car accident just 10 days later. Errol Spence's career was put in jeopardy. It was put in limbo. He came back after 14 months. He beat Danny Garcia. He looked good to me, but Errol Spence himself said he didn't feel himself. He wasn't even 70% of himself. He then has a major fight announced between himself and Manny Pacquiao, August of 2021. Then he suffers a broken or detached retina that he has to have repaired. He's out the ring again. Yordenis Ugas steps in for him, beats Manny Pacquiao. He comes back a year later, April 16th, 2022. Absolutely dog walks Yordenis Ugas, breaks his rib, nose, and orbital bone, and become the 3-belt unified welterweight champion. Then he's out the ring again because he can't come to an agreement with Terrence Bud Crawford for undisputed match. He finally comes to an agreement with Terrence Crawford. They fight July 29th, Las Vegas, Nevada, T-Mobile Arena. And he gets dropped in the second round, twice in the 7th, then stopped in the 9th, and takes an absolute beating in that fight. Errol Spence then comes out and says that he's suffered cataracts. He's suffering from cataracts that's been hindering his vision, and that hindered his performance and his ability to see. And he wanted the immediate rematch, as Stephen Espinosa stated. He wanted the immediate rematch, and he wanted his get back. And on top of that, Terrence Crawford agreed to all the demands, is what Stephen Espinosa said. He agreed to everything. He was being a gentleman in negotiations. He agreed to everything, right? We already know that, as I told you yesterday, Mauricio Suleiman and the WBC, they were going to order that Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford fight be for the vacant WBC title at 154, which means Terrence Crawford agreed to go to 154 to fight Errol Spence at junior middleweight, as Errol Spence was requested. And they couldn't get the fight to come together quick enough, as Stephen Espinosa, former of Showtime President Sports, put it, because things changed. The format changed. What format changed? The format changed of Showtime getting out the business of the sport of boxing after 37 years. So they couldn't get it to come together quick enough. Then Errol Spence had the eye surgery. So there you have it. Terrence Crawford agreed, as Stephen Espinosa put it, to all of Errol Spence's demands in the rematch. Whether they was in the contract or not, he agreed to it. And he stated that, but Errol Spence had the setback with the eye injury. Showtime got out the business of sport of boxing after 37 years. Right? And Errol Spence had other medical setbacks, and they don't know when he's coming back in the ring. It's unfortunate because that car accident, October 2019, completely derailed Errol Spence's career as we know it. He is active. He fights the best of the best. And unfortunately, one mistake, one night, can change your life forever. And that's what it did. Now, Errol Spence, like he stated, he's financially supported. He's financially set. His family is financially set. They don't need for nothing. He no longer lives the lifestyle he lived in the past. He's enjoying his family with the fruits of his labor, traveling, as you see him with his significant other. So therefore, Errol Spence is set financially. He don't need the money. He's doing it for legacy. So yesterday, Champside put up a post. Shouts out to Champside, and he said, Keith Thurman versus Errol Spence will be a good comeback fight. Errol Spence was chasing out Keith Thurman since 2017. Keith Thurman was giving him a runaround. He then developed a dislike for Keith Thurman, and when Champside put that post up, he said, nah, not happening. But let's listen to Steven Espinosa one more time.
We wanted another shot, and obviously, Crawford, being the gentleman that he is and the businessman that he is, he said, okay, whether it was exactly the terms of the rematch clause or not, he was certainly willing to do it. But then, there's some eye surgery, there's a recovery there.
As you heard, whether it was in the rematch clause or not, Terrence Crawford was willing to do it. He was willing to concede to what Errol Spence wanted, right? Whether it was in the contract or not, he was willing to do it.
And there's a reality that it's not fair to keep Crawford waiting forever to do that. So I think it was, they put their heads together, tried to make it come together. Other factors came in, including the eye surgery, including some medical things, and they each decided, look, let's not hold each,
including the eye surgery, the recovery, and some other medical things popped up. We know that's with Errol Spence, not with Terrence Crawford.
So I think it was not, again, one of those. It's like this guy was scared of that. No, it's none of that. It was, it just couldn't come together as quickly as possible. We're not sure when we're going to see Errol back, and in the meantime, it makes sense for.
Not going to see when Errol. We don't know when Errol's coming back. Unfortunate. So Terrence Crawford is now the mandatory for Tim Tszyu, Sebastian Fundora, as Keith Thurman suffered a broken, ripped, or ruptured bicep. So next Saturday, Tim Tszyu versus Fundora. The winner of that fight will be fighting Terrence Bud Crawford at 154 for the WBO title. And that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notifications. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all in one word. That's all I got for y'all. I'm gone. Peace.